When most Western Washingtonians think of Chelan County, the first thing that usually comes to mind is plenty of sunshine and, of course, apples. After all, Chelan County is the self-proclaimed apple capital of the world, producing over half of the supply. However, over the last several years, there's been a boom of another kind going on here in Chelan County, one that with a little patience and a lot of electricity, like that's generated from the Rocky Reach Dam behind me, can be quite profitable. However, that profit could turn problems in the future for communities here in Chelan County that host Bitcoin mines. As apples harness the energy of the Chelan County sunshine to ripen, a new industry is harnessing the energy of water, consuming huge amounts of hydroelectric power to mine a digital product, a cryptocurrency known as Bitcoin. The mines churn away in buildings, storage containers, and even homes where banks of computers solve complex math problems to create a virtual means of buying and selling. Because Chelan County and the surrounding area is home to several hydroelectric dams, the area enjoys the lowest energy costs in the nation, which is what attracts these so-called miners.
Well, a key thing is that they just take a lot of power. A single miner by itself is not that much of a problem. It's about the same as a clothes dryer. But the problem is that they bring in a whole bunch of them, a rack of them, and then ultimately we have folks that want to come in and bring in hundreds, if not thousands of them.
While it's not a problem now, it could become one if demand for power spirals much higher.
Well, the problem is Bitcoin mines can be any size. They can be anything from one small ant miner, the clothes dryer, all the way up to 100 megawatts, which would be a good-sized city. In fact, half of the load of Chelan County would be 100 megawatts.
In Wenatchee, concerns are similar. Steve King is the city's economic development manager.
It's like a gold rush, so to speak. People don't understand what is happening in their community.
So to keep rates from spiking, the local public utility districts and city governments have decided to slow things down.
So we've had an influx of folks that want to come to the Wenatchee area to mine Bitcoin, mainly because the power rates are so affordable. And so when you have a big influx in demand for power or services, the agencies have responded by putting in either interim controls or moratoriums until they can do their planning to address how to use the power best and how do we locate these Bitcoin mining server farms effectively.
While there's concern about power usage, there is a flip side. Bitcoin might also represent opportunity knocking.
You know, from an economic development standpoint, it's people bringing investment into our community. It's people moving here, it's people investing in infrastructure, power infrastructure, investing in the mining machines to basically build out these facilities so that they can operate the miners.
Wright says that infrastructure is key to success in the future if both local communities and the Bitcoin industry are to succeed.
We probably will need to build infrastructure because these are big loads. And what people want to know is not that we're going to invest their money, because we're a consumer-owned utility, so we're investing their money, and then the Bitcoin miner is going to pick up and leave and they'll be stuck with that cost. So we need cash on the barrelhead up front when we're making capital investments to make sure that in fact we'll get full cost recovery.
The Wenatchee-based Gigawatt Company is the biggest company offering storage services for Bitcoin miners in central Washington. The company is building a server farm near the Wenatchee airport right now. Gigawatt, along with several other companies that host Bitcoin mining in the area, did not respond to my requests for interviews. Both Chelan PUD and the city of Wenatchee do see a compromise as a pathway toward a sustainable future for local Bitcoin mining in central Washington.
I just ask that people keep an open mind and look at what are our responsibilities to help facilitate the development of a technology to do good things for society. And that's what Wenatchee wants to be about, is helping develop this technology and on a positive front.
Particularly the ones who want to be bigger are expressing to us that their interest is in being there in the longer term. And they understand that that's going to take a contractual relationship of some kind, that's going to take an investment in the community in order to be able to make it work. And that's why I am hopeful that we will be able to turn this into lemonade.
The Chelan Public Utilities District will meet in August to discuss the fate of the current moratoriums. We'll keep you posted on the outcome of those meetings on social media. That'll do it for me in this edition of Northwest Now Digital First. Reporting from Chelan County, I'm Chris Anderson. Thanks for joining me.